Life as a pirate was never glamorous. Behind the stories of treasure and adventure was a daily struggle for survival. Out on the open seas, fresh food spoiled within days, supplies ran out quickly, and starvation was a constant threat. Pirates couldn't afford to be picky. They ate whatever they could find, no matter how strange, slimy, or revolting it seemed. Today we dive into the shocking reality of pirate diets. From spiny sea creatures to crawling insects and even the leather from their own boots. These were the foods that kept pirates alive when the ocean gave them nothing else. Here are 20 strange foods pirates ate to survive. Number 1. Eels. Eels were a common food for pirates, especially near rivers and coastlines. Slippery and difficult to catch, they were prized because their meat was fatty and filling. Pirates skinned them, grilled them over open flames, and sometimes salted them to last longer. The taste was oily but nourishing, perfect for long voyages. Number 2. Sea urchins. Sea urchins were dangerous to handle because of their sharp spines. Pirates cracked them open with knives or hammers to reach the soft flesh inside. The taste was salty, briny, and often unpleasant, but these creatures were packed with protein and minerals that kept men from starving. Number 3. Sea cucumbers. Found crawling along the ocean floor, sea cucumbers looked disgusting but were a dependable survival food. Pirates dried them under the sun and later boiled them into stews. Though the texture was rubbery and the flavor bland, they provided vital protein. Number 4. Jellyfish. Pirates ate jellyfish only when no other food was available. They boiled them to remove the stings and toxins, then swallowed the jelly-like flesh. It was slimy, watery, and nearly tasteless. Number 5. Sawdust bread. When flour ran low, pirates stretched their supplies by mixing in sawdust from ship repairs. The bread filled stomachs but gave little nutrition and sometimes caused stomach problems. Still, it kept hunger at bay during long weeks without supplies. Number 6. Maggot bread. Barrels of flour often became infested with maggots. Instead of wasting it, pirates baked the flour as it was. Once baked, the maggots simply blended into the bread, adding extra protein. Disgusting, but practical. Number 7. Sharks. Hunting sharks was dangerous, but the reward was worth the risk. Pirates harpooned them, hauled them onto the deck, and cut them into pieces. The meat was salted and dried, becoming a valuable food supply that could feed an entire crew for weeks. Number 8. Barnacles. Ships often carried food right on their hulls. Barnacles were scraped off with knives and boiled to make the meat inside edible. Number 9. Seagulls. Seagulls followed ships, making them easy to catch. Pirates trapped them with nets, plucked their feathers, and roasted the tough, greasy meat. It wasn't pleasant to eat, but seagulls were an easy source of protein. Number 10. Bird eggs. When pirates landed on remote islands, they often raided seabird nests. Eggs were plentiful, easy to collect, and could be boiled, fried, or eaten raw. They were rich in fat and protein, making them one of the better survival foods. Number 11. Cockroaches. Ships were infested with cockroaches, and when food supplies ran out, pirates turned to them. Roasted for crunch or ground into powder, cockroaches added unexpected protein to meals. Disgusting but impossible to ignore when... Number 12. Leather. In times of extreme hunger, pirates boiled leather belts, shoes, or straps until they softened. The taste was bitter and the nutrition was low, but chewing leather kept their stomachs working and gave them just enough protein to survive. Number 13. Sea turtles. Sea turtles were one of the most valuable foods a pirate could find. They provided hundreds of pounds of meat, dozens of eggs, and even fresh blood, which pirates drank when water supplies ran out. Turtles could be salted and stored, making them a lifesaver. Number 14. Salted meat. Salted beef and pork were standard supplies on most ships. Preserved in barrels of salt, the meat could last for months. Tough, salty, and often dry, it wasn't enjoyable, but it kept crews alive long after fresh food was gone. Number 15. Hardtack. Hardtack was a rock-hard biscuit made of flour and water. It lasted for years, but was so tough it had to be soaked in water or stew before eating. Often it contained insects and mold, but pirates ate it anyway. Number 16. Rats. Ships were always full of rats, and when supplies ran low, pirates trapped and ate them. Skinned and roasted rat meat was surprisingly nutritious. Eating vermin was far from pleasant, but in desperate times, it was survival. Number 17. Seaweed. Seaweed collected from shores and shallow waters became a vital food source. Pirates boiled it into soups or dried it for later use. Though not filling, it gave minerals and fiber, balancing out their diets. Number 18. Dried fish. Fresh fish spoiled quickly, so pirates salted and dried their catches. The result was tough, leathery strips of meat that could last for weeks. Chewy and salty dried fish was one of the most dependable foods on long voyages. Number 19. Horses and livestock. Captured ships sometimes carried animals like cows, pigs, or horses. Pirates used them as emergency food supplies. Even horses were slaughtered in desperate times, providing hundreds of pounds of meat for starving crews. Number 20. Extreme survival foods. When all else failed, pirates ate whatever they could find. This included drinking turtle or shark blood as water, boiling bones into weak soup. For pirates, survival came before taste. The pirate's life may sound adventurous, but survival came with a heavy price. Food was never guaranteed, and hunger forced them to eat creatures and scraps most of us would never consider. Yet every eel, barnacle, rat, and scrap of leather meant one more day alive at sea. Pirates didn't eat for pleasure. They ate for survival. And their strange diets remind us of one truth. When faced with starvation, humans will eat whatever the world gives them. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this and want to discover more about the world of pirates, their adventures, secrets, and stories from the high seas, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. There's plenty more treasure waiting to be uncovered.